Auzbillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrahli sadri wa yassirli amri. Wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Waj'alli waziram min ahli. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Warm welcome to all of my lovers, followers, subscribers, friends, everybody who has been watching me since the beginning of my social media platform. I am really grateful to all of you guys. So, guys, as usual, I am trying to bring important things for you, worldwide or within the country. This time, the biggest dilemma, biggest misery, biggest issue, biggest plight, what we people are facing, that is flood. Flood is in its peak in our country this time. This unfortunate condition the country is facing. So, whenever this is definitely the teachings of Holy Prophet, teaching of religion, teaching of Almighty, whenever you are going to be facing any disaster, any trouble, any epidemic, or any issue, so you need to be gathered. The nation needs to be gathered. So then definitely Almighty supports you. Here, okay, what we people are observing, maybe not according to the population of our country, not much number of the people might not be facing this situation, but it's not lesser. Even a one person is facing trouble, so it's not a common thing. It's not a normal thing. For if one person is facing an issue, so people definitely, the rest of the people, because that is tribulation for both of those the people who are facing or who are not. That is examination for both. Now the people who are facing this dilemma, for other people who are not, this is going to be examination for them. Because people who are facing, so they are definitely in the examination, and a biggest examination they people are facing. But people who are just observing, they are also in examination because they need to touch them. They need to go to them. They need to support and help them. That is what Almighty needed. Still, the flood is in its peak. Although much more country is been facing this from last few days, but it is still in a dangerous position. Until the flood is going to be just merged up with the sea in the Sindh province. It is near, but I don't know how many more troubles, more problems are going to be faced by the people from where the flood is passing through. So I consider, like, very first of all, here I would also focus, and I must be telling and asking very humbly to the government. What I've been facing the flood from round about 20-25 years before. Every year, even, and floods history is much more in our country, in our complete this area, in subcontinent. So haven't we been able to create any reservoir, any dam? What the farmer is weeping all the time for the water, and hell of the water we people are wasting in a flood. We haven't got reservoir, even a one reservoir, which can store this flood water and definitely is going to be usable after the flood disaster. But nobody is bothered about it. Who is going to be caring for this? I don't know. I don't have an answer. Because during this time of 50 years, many governments have come. Nobody did it. Just, okay, I'm not saying in current situation, government is very much activated. What I observed on the ground reality as well. When, 1 or 2 days back when I visited, I showed as well to my audience. Government is activated. But the point is just fooding, okay, just after that you are building their houses or going to be fulfill their losses. But next year again we people are going to be facing the same situation. I remember very well, there was very heavy flood, I think in 2011 or 12, I don't remember exactly the year, but I know that situation, it was much more bitter. Even this is much more bitter situation, but that was also. So just tell me, the houses which were built, the losses which were recovered, again we people are facing after some time. So, I mean, just we have to be rotating these things. We are not going to be having any permanent remedy for this. So, I think it is my humble request to the government, like, very first of all, we must be going for the dams and for reservoirs, so that so that the water could be uh, just stored and could be usable after the flood towards the crops, and we people are going to be having very reasonable crops as well. Problems could be sorted out through this disaster. Even I do believe that this is a disaster, but I am observing myself from last around 20 years since the census are there, that we people are not getting any permanent remedy for this. So definitely criticizing government. Same time, I would request to the, definitely government is doing a lot, but need non-governmental organization, private sector, people who can afford, they must come on front, because the number of people who are facing this disaster, they are more, and just government is unable to fulfill all of their requirements. Impossible until the private sector enter on the ground realities. So I would request, and definitely more, many of my friends are living in abroad in different countries. So please, you should come front. You should come on ground, not to be focusing, not to be trusting anyone. Just come yourself and support them, because they need. This is the time to support those people who are just living under the sky. No roof is there, no walls are there, no luggage is there, no requirement could be fulfilled. This time they are just calling Almighty, and Almighty's behalf, people have to come forward. So I would request that all the people who are listening my voice, go there and support to the people. Thank you very much. Time to time, inshallah, lastly, I would just say, time to time now, I will be sharing these realities with you. And on ground also, I would go. And in studio also, I'd be talking to you. Thank you very much. Long live Pakistan.